You think she's just being distant, but the truth, she's comparing you quietly, constantly, to another man. Not because you failed, not because you're not enough, but because something inside her is whispering, what if there's better? That whisper, if it goes unchecked, can hollow out a relationship while you sit there wondering what you did wrong. I'm a female psychology expert. I've sat across from hundreds of women in sessions, DMs, and whispered confessions, hearing the same admission. I don't want to leave him, but I keep thinking about him. Him, the other guy, the fantasy, the what if. She might still love you. She might still sleep beside you. She might even say, I'm happy. But behind her eyes, she's running mental highlight reels of someone else. No shouting, no big fights, just the slow leak of comparison. And it shows up long before she ever admits it. If she's comparing you to another man, you'll see 6 quiet signs. Miss them now, lose her slowly. In this video, why she does it, what each sign means from her side, and the exact sentences to reset the connection. Stay to the end. I'm giving you the word-for-word lines, not theory. This is what women think but won't say. Let's start. Why this happens. In my experience, many women compare not out of malice, but to make sense of their feelings. Psychologically, comparison can be a coping mechanism. When comfort settles in, the brain hunts for reference points, past excitement, old emotional highs, small things other men once did differently. It's not that the other guy is better, it's that the brain is chasing a feeling. Novelty, intensity, aliveness. If you feel suddenly held up to an invisible standard, you're not paranoid. That's her internal scoreboard flickering on, often triggered by boredom, distance, stress, or insecurity. For men, it can feel like quiet betrayal. Understanding the mechanism puts power back in your hands. What most men, understandably, do is try harder. More texts, more compliments, more constant availability. But that rarely reignites attraction. It drains it. The man she remembers isn't the loudest voice, he's the calmest presence. The one who keeps his center under pressure, the one who doesn't beg for validation. This video is about rebuilding that center. What you will get to know. First, the 6 hidden signs she's secretly comparing you, plus exactly what to say and do for each one. Second, the internal storm this creates for men, and a clean, ethical, clarity conversation that resets the dynamic without games. And third, how to flip the power ethically, boundaries, growth, and why calm presence is more magnetic than chase. Before we dive into the signs, anchor this truth. This isn't about blaming women. It's about awareness, because awareness gives you choice. When you see the pattern, you stop over-functioning. You stop performing for approval. You start leading your life, steady, respectful, unshakable. One guardrail as we proceed. These patterns can also mimic burnout, depression, ADHD, grief, or simple work overload. Don't diagnose. Observe consistent patterns over time and how she responds to a direct, respectful conversation. If you felt that chill in her energy, you're not crazy. You're perceptive. Read on and you'll learn how to spot the subtle cues and respond with calm, not chase. Here are the 6 hidden signs she's secretly comparing you to another man. Each one is small alone. Together, they tell a clear emotional story. For every sign, you'll get 1 line to say and 1 action to take. So you leave with moves, not just mindset. Sign number 1, her attention has micro shifts. What you see? She drifts in conversation, checks her phone more, or zones out when you talk about what matters to you. It's usually not intentional disrespect, it's mental contrasting, quiet daydreaming that leaks into body language. Say, I notice you drifting. Is everything okay between us? Ask once calmly. Then stop chasing attention. Observe behavior over promises. Sign number 2, compliments turn conditional. What you see, praise shifts to nudges. You're getting better at that. You should dress like, you should be more. Those shoulds are breadcrumbs toward an imagined standard. It's projection, not proof you're lacking. Say, noted, I'll do what fits me. Filter feedback through your values. Don't morph into her avatar. Sign number 3, warmth fluctuates. What you see? One day affectionate, next day distant. This inconsistency often signals internal conflict, not just disinterest. She's weighing feelings now versus feelings then, emotional price checking. Say, I do best with consistency. If you're unsure, let's slow down and talk Friday. Do. Keep your plans. Don't overfunction to win closeness. Note, stress, depression, grief, and ADHD can look like this too. Context matters. Patterns over time matter more than any single day. Sign number 4. The past creeps into the present. What you see, funny stories featuring an ex, a work buddy, or an old friend. A casual mention is normal. Lingering glow, repeated callbacks, or glances to gauge your reaction can indicate comparison. Say, I don't do third-person dynamics. If we're comparing, let's recalibrate or pause. Do. No jealousy performance. Steady tone, then change the subject. Sign number 5. Emotional benchmarks appear. What you see? Timeline comparisons. By this time with my ex, we'd already traveled. It's less about the trip, more about tempo. She's seeking reassurance inside herself. Say, our timeline is ours. If you want a different pace, say it directly. Do. Refuse panic. Define pace together or define space. Sign number 6. Affection feels like obligation. What you see, hugs are rushed, kisses feel absent-minded, intimacy is more checklist than choice. That split often reflects emotional confusion. Say, I only do closeness that's chosen. If you're not there, we can slow down. Do. Remove pressure. Keep standards. Presence beats pressure. We've covered the 6 signs. Next, exactly what to say and do. No begging, no drama. Stay with me. The 3-line clarity script is coming up. If this hit, tap, like, and comment sign number blank, 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 so other men know they're not alone. Now back to it. This is where you take your power back. Why not accuse or interrogate? Accusations feed the story that you're insecure or competing with a phantom. Quiet awareness flips that dynamic. You see the pattern without performing for reassurance. You become the calm center she has to calibrate to or step away from. Now you'll get the exact clarity conversation that draws a clean line without stonewalling, plus the boundary framework that protects your peace while you observe whether words and actions realign. You've seen the signs. Now it's not just about her, it's about what this does inside you. Comparison hits a raw nerve for good men, the drive to be enough. You start replaying moments, over-apologizing or performing to feel chosen again. That over-functioning doesn't bring her closer, it makes you smaller, and smaller kills attraction. Here's the reframe. You're not overreacting, you're perceiving. Sensitivity in the right hands is awareness. The question isn't, how do I win her back? The question is, how do I lead with self-respect regardless of what she chooses? Step 1 is a clean, ethical conversation, not a chase. The clarity conversation, calm tone, private setting, no phones. I'm feeling distance and some comparisons creeping in. I won't compete with memories or hypotheticals. If you're unsure, I'd rather we name it and slow down than pretend. If you're in, let's both show up, consistently and honestly. If you're not, I'll respect that and step back. Why it works? It replaces guessing with clarity. It invites honesty without shaming. It sets a standard without threats. It gives both of you a dignified path forward. Boundaries versus stonewalling, critical difference. Boundaries, I'm responsive, kind, and present, but I won't overfunction, chase, or accept half connection. You remain warm, but you stop performing. Stonewalling, punishing silence, withdrawal to control, or hostile shutdown. Don't do this. It's corrosive and reads as manipulation. What to stop immediately? Over-texting, over-explaining, love-bombing to fix the vibe, snooping for proof. If you need proof, you need a decision. Scorekeeping, burn the scoreboard, live your values. Observation window, 2 to 3 weeks. After the conversation, watch the pattern, not promises. Do her words and actions realign? Do micro shifts in attention normalize? Do warmth and effort become consistent? If yes, great, rebuild slowly. If no, respectfully step back. Self-respect is not a punishment, it's your ground. Context check. Again, life can be heavy. Grief, burnout, mental health struggles, or work overload can look like comparison drift. If she names a real stressor and backs it with consistent effort and transparency, meet that with patience. If she refuses honesty and keeps testing your value against ghosts, that's a different conversation, one about fit and standards. Your mantra moving forward: be responsive, not reactive. Be present, not performative. Lead with clarity, not control. Protect your peace like it's gold. Now, you'll learn how to flip the power ethically. How calm, presence, not indifference, clear standards, and real growth become the quiet gravity that resets attraction or clears the path for you to move on with dignity. This is the turning point, where you stop reacting and start reclaiming. Calm presence. Persuasion. You don't persuade someone into seeing your value, you live it. When you stop performing for reassurance, your nervous system settles. And that calm is magnetic. This isn't indifference, it's grounded availability. You're warm, responsive, and steady, just not chasing. Expect tests once the dynamic shifts. Late night you up, texts, nostalgic stories, sudden friendliness. She's checking if the old pattern still works. Respond from calm, not craving. Reply on your timeline, short and kind. Keep boundaries you named. Let consistency do the talking. Reconnection versus release. Decision forks. If she leans in, match effort, don't outpace it. Keep communication explicit. Needs, pace, transparency. Consider a reset. Quality time, shared goals, or even couples counseling if both are willing. If she stays distant, step back cleanly. I care about you, and I need a relationship where both people choose it fully. I'm stepping back to honor that. No dramatics, no ultimatums, just a clear exit. Build a life that doesn't need her spotlight. Body, train, sleep, eat like you respect yourself. Craft, deep work on something that matters. Career, business, art, brotherhood. Spend time with people who sharpen you. Spirit, stillness practices. Read journal. Therapy or coaching if needed. Protect your peace, non-negotiables. No late night spirals, no social media autopsies, no threatening breakups to control behavior, no half connection. You choose presence or you choose space, not the anxious middle. Standards to carry forward. Choose presence over potential. Stop dating maybes. Require transparency for intimacy. Secrets erode safety. Keep your rhythm. Don't abandon your life to stabilize someone else's uncertainty. Why this works and why it's ethical. You're not playing games, you're refusing to overfunction, you're not punishing with silence, you're ending performative reassurance, you're not competing with a ghost, you're anchoring in reality, and reality shows up every day. If she returns, great, take it slow and let actions rebuild trust. If she doesn't, also great, you dodged a future of being measured against fantasies. Either way, you win because your worth was never in her attention. It's in your character, your consistency, your quiet strength when it would have been easier to chase. We broke it all down. The signs, the psychology, the power moves. Now it's on you. Comment 2 things below. 1 boundary you'll hold and 1 action you'll take this week. Subscribe if you're serious about understanding women. We post daily. Then click the next video on screen, the Clarity Conversation script. Stop waiting for her to wake up. Wake up yourself. Make the move.